we'll try this out. Okay.
I love it so much.
That one.
'2020 Phoenix. PSA 10. Yes, we do, Rob Richardson. He is over here on TikTok. Shout out to Bubba, too. Oh, hell yeah. How about a PSA 10 Super Bowl MVP, Mr. Patty Mahomes, on the Fireburst PSA 10. That's a nice one, Ashtray Poetra. Congratulations, good sir. You win this morning. Johnny Quick. Oh, wow. Holy shit, talking mushrooms. Junk Wax Nasty. That is numbered to 25 on the Royal Lineage. Vandysbrock, Johnny Quick, and Jack Campbell. That's cool. 10 out of 25 on the Triple Relic. Very nice. There you go, my man. And that one's going to go in a big boy 130-point penny sleeve. Mr. Tripp, welcome back. Good evening. And I got to grab a not Junk Wax Vintage top loader for that one. Because that's a thick boy with 4 C's. Felicidades, Henry. That's pretty, buddy. It's a bloody buddy. Blue and blue. Well, hello!
Oh, my God!
Mikey Kobaugh and Dutchie. I cannot thank you enough, my brother. On the gifted spot. Your World Series MVP on the All Aces, Freddie Freeman. Check that out, fam damnly.
Get that card out of my face!
Oh my.
Just leaving that one up for you, brother. Wow. Oh, hello. Peanut butter and jealous. Alan White. Nolan Ryan autograph numbered to 10. Damn. Holy shit. Hockey mushrooms, legends. Junk Wax Nasty. Woo! Congratulations, Alan White. I am honored to even hold it in my hot little mitts. Damn. Check that out, Alan White. You win, brother. That is third on print to 10. That is the second to 10 autograph that we have found.
Oh, my God!
Oh my God, it's so juicy!
Emotional damage!
El Mutante. The 17-year-old sensation for San Diego. Bro. Dutchie, you win. That is absolutely good karma. You know it, Bubba. Holy crapola. And it is numbered 59 out of 60. How about a penultimate on print? Leo Dallas DeVries, El Mutante. Well, felicidades, Dutchie. Congratulations, my good man. That is sick. Numbered to 149 on the acetate. Holy shiitake mushrooms. Junk Wax! Nasty. That is sick. Congratulations, buddy. I am so stoked that we could find that together. Kyle Giungo, good evening, buddy. He says, would you be our very first numbered card? And my dear friends, we have some morning wood.
Giggity, giggity, giggity.
All right. I'll see myself out. Oh, my Lanta.
Oh my God!
Check that out. First on print to 5. Damn. Goodness gracious. Congratulations to the Nationals. And that is Mikey 2, Mikey Koba. Brother. Congratulations, buddy. First on print to 5. Whew. Schmo, you're exactly right. Thank you, buddy. Goodness gracious. Congratulations, Mikey 2. Damn. Case hit, bud. And check this out.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh my God!
Number to 50. The GOAT. TB12 Tom Brady. Congratulations, Mr. Paul Bailey. There you go. That's right. Dunk, thank you for smacking the follow button. 615, let's go. Todd Kale, thank you for smacking the follow button. That's what I'm saying. That is beautiful. 29 out of 50 there for you, Paul Bailey. Congratulations, OG. That is a case hit. That's right, Paul Bailey. Congratulations, my brother. Beautiful. And let's find out where this came from. Oh my God! We found it! Lane Rust, congratulations, young man. Yes way. Yes way. Oh, I'm so excited. Folks, this is the first time I'm seeing it too. Would you just look at it? 1 of 1 gold. Beautiful Junk Wax Vintage Family Card Stand. Congratulations, Lane Rust. That is magnificent, my friend. Hell yeah.
Oh my God!
Would you just look at it, Lane Rust? Congratulations, young man. Oh, wow.
Oh my God!
Holy shiitake mushrooms. Congratulations to Bethany on the gold C.J. Stroud rookie autograph. Woo! That is magnificent. And it's nicely centered, too. Congratulations, Bethany. You win. So, family, in the chat, let me know whether you would like to have the Malik Neighbors Kaboom or the C.J. Stroud rookie autograph number to 50. It is a slab. Ooh. 2011 Topps PSA 10. Big Papi. David Ortiz. From 2006 Topps. Congratulations, Tippy Brad Schwartz. That's a nice one, buddy. And shout out to our Boston brethren. So Tippy Brad Schwartz, if you go back and watch this replay, brother, just keep in mind that I purchased all these PSA 10s very, very intentionally. So if you do not PC this, somebody in this family does. So if you want to reach out in the Junk Wax Vintage Family chat, initiate a trade, or if you want to sell it, that is totally okay too. Congratulations, Tippy Brad Schwartz.
Still no Griffey rookie. We've been searching for days.
We should have purchased from Junk Wax Vintage.
Set course to Earth. Let's go get our Griffey.
It's Wonderful Wednesday, the legends roll in. We're chasing those hits, let the morning begin. Mrs. Junk Wax is packing with skill and speed. Sawyer's in the mix, helping fill every need. On junkwaxvintage.com you'll find the best fresh sealed wax, brake spots, and the rest. And if you're looking to grow your hobby know-how, the JWB blog has all the tips right now. From battle arena breaks to baseball and more, we've got the hits you've been waiting for. So pour that coffee, the vibe's feeling bright. It's Wonderful Wednesday, let's start the day right.
Well, top of the morning to you, my dear friends. Happy hump morning. How you doing? I missed you all so damn much. Hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday, of course. Good morning, James Erickson, my fellow Washingtonian. I love it. Good morning, my brother. And Ollie, my brother from down under, making it over here for a morning show. I am impressed, sir. Great to see you over here, Ollie. Mr. Allen. Good morning, Jason. How's our Canadian cousin this morning? Tony. Hey, Tony. How you doing? How you been? Hey, what's up, Dutchie? It is excellent to see you over here on TikTok, my brother. The usual suspects are joining us this morning. Big hugs and firm handshakes all around, my dear friends. You already know we're about to have a wonderful Wednesday morning. Mr. Malinowski, holla at your boy. What's up, buddy? Excellent to see you over there on Facebook, my dude. So as always, ladies and gentlemen, I am live on 5 separate simultaneous platforms right this second. So if you're just rolling up in here for the very first time this morning, it is awesome to have you. Keep in mind, you can find us on TikTok, Facebook, Kick, YouTube, and of course, the whole rest of the famdamly is over here on Twitch. So if you would like to make the switch, my friends, come on over, baby. We would love to have you. Oh, what's up, Slayer? Oh, I'm so sorry, buddy. So just a heads up there, Mr. Slayer 1010. First and foremost, welcome to the Twitch side. Excellent to have you, buddy. Secondly, just so you know, just to be completely transparent, I have those ads turned all the way down, as low as I can make them, unfortunately. So just to let you know, folks, I will never, and I have never, tried to make money off of ads. So I'm so sorry that you have to see those, folks. It does indeed happen over here on Twitch. But if you smack that subscription button, magically, those ads go away. Weird. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's bust into our first item of the morning. But first, we got to get some music happening. Shall we? Beautiful. All right, first sip of the morning, my dear friends. Cheers. Roast. Pinkies up because we're fancy. That's right, Jeff Rotel. Good morning, my brother from another mother. Tennessee. And I am still thirsty. Shout out to Mr. Brian Smith. Good morning. Jean-Claude Van Damme. I love that spicy water. And I'm not talking about JVD over here on TikTok. Good morning, Dutchie. Great to see you, Johnny. All right, legends. As always, if you would like to head on over to junkwaxvintage.com and snag yourself down something to rip this morning, I am fired up, ladies and gentlemen. I am so excited to rip for you. And Mr. Wyatt Rodenbeck, you legend. I appreciate you hitting the shop this morning. I saw that. That did not go unnoticed. Sports Card Jesus, good morning. And thank you for smacking that follow button. I appreciate you. All right, legends, let's get into our very first pack of that juicy junk wax. Let's go back to 1988. See if we can't find that elusive Ricky Henderson. Looking for you there, Dutchie. Top of the morning to you too, Wyatt. How you doing, legend? Mr. Josh Fish, over there on YouTube. Cheers to you, my brother. Great to see you as always, Joshua. Hope we're having a happy hump morning thus far. Oh, hell yeah. Shout out to old Kirby Puckett. Rest in peace to the legend for hanging onto the gum for 30 years. Thanks, Kirby. Shout out to our marvelous Minnesotans. Excellent. I think that's a good omen for the day, my friends. Aw, thank you, Dutchie. I hope so. How about old Luis Quinones for the Cubbies? Oh, hell yeah. How about some Barry Bonds? Beautiful. Joe Migraine. Andy Hawkins. Shout out to Mr. Jason Hawkins. Mary Larkin. Sal Butera. Promo. Shout out to Jeffro. Got some Jack Clark on the promo there. Hey, Tony. Your cousin, Tony Phillips. Old Bobby Boone for the Angels. Good morning, Kayla. Excellent to see you, my dear. How you doing this morning? Shout out to you and Bruce. Albert Hall for the Braves. Jay Aldrich. Mr. Steal Yo Girl for the Brew Crew. Oh, hell yeah. How about the strong mustache Kentucky waterfall combo of Mr. Dennis Eckersley? I love it, Josh Fish. Thank you so much in advance, my dude. How about your Trolley Dodgers leaders? I believe that is Pedro Guerrero and Fernando Valenzuela. Couple of legends. Old George Hendrick for the Angels. And last but not least, old Double Ducey, Rob Ducey. Finishing that one off for you. Jeff Rotel, I have got you covered, my legend. Of course. Done, done, and done. All right, my dear friends. Excellent first pack of juicy junk wax, if I do say so myself. I think we need to refresh junkwaxvintage.com for the very first time on this happy hump morning. As always, legends, there is a delicious wall of wax right here to my left. Good morning, Victor. How you doing, buddy? Excellent to see you this morning. Young man, big hugs and firm handshakes to each and every one of you. It is absolutely wonderful to see you this morning, folks. I was chomping at the bit to be here with each and every one of you. It's been a very fun morning over here in the junkyard thus far. I agree, Dutchie, right? All right, give me just a moment here, folks. I need to put Jeffro's name on something real quick like, and then we are going to refresh that shop for the first time this morning. And you are absolutely invited to go snag yourself something down from the shop because, my friends, there's a little itty-bitty tiny queue this morning. And Wyatt, you're the only one in it. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so, so much. So basically what I'm saying, folks, is there is basically no wait if you wanted to rip something down from junkwaxvintage.com. Typically, there's a little bit of a queue. This morning, we only have Mr. Wyatt. And thank you again, Wyatt Rodenbeck. Put a smile on my face this morning that I could not wipe off, my brother. All right, you're all squared away there, Jeff Rotel. Love you, buddy. Little sippy, my friends. Cheers. Roast. Man, I love that spicy water. Aw, thank you so much, Wyatt. Much appreciated, my buddy. All right, legends, let's refresh that shop. How we doing? Good morning, my TikTokers. Oh, hell yeah. Shout out to the family pharmacist, Mr. Rob Richardson. Snagging down a couple of spots this morning. Beautiful. Mr. Rob Richardson taking spot number 16 in our third ever NHL break here in the family. Thank you, Rob. Shout out to Mallory Latoya. That is what that hockey break is looking like. And then in our PYT last possible Topps Chrome logo Fractor family break, he took down his Gigantes. Beautiful. All right, so that's what we're looking like at that PYT 6 Hobby Box logo Fractor break, my friends. And just a friendly reminder, that's probably going to be the last one of Logo Fractor that you might see here on this channel. We did have a sealed case. This is the last 6 boxes out of that sealed case. And I do not think we've seen a case hit yet. I think we have a pretty decent chance of finding one in this last break. Mr. Brian Smith says 12 left in hockey, 12 left in Logo Fractor, 11 spots left in Donruss, 17 in the 2 hobby box with the first off the line, and then 12 spots left in that BOBA. Thank you so much, Brian Smith. Looking forward to getting that bot fixed. Alrighty. So that's what we're looking like in the Logo Fractor. There is your Bo Jackson's Battle Arena. Ooh, and I got to write Sophie in there. Almost forgot from last night. There we go. That's better. And then, my friends, we have that first off the line, Panini Chronicles with 2025 Top Series 1. There should be 3 autographs in that one, 2 relics, only $20 a spot. And then last but not least, our 45th round. And believe it or not, folks, it's probably into the into the 50s on those Donruss Baseball boxes because we have busted through a lot of those. So super excited. Again, my friends, that does come out of a sealed case. Ridiculously excited to see what we pull out of that one. Brian Smith, I appreciate you putting that info in the chat, my brother. Very, very helpful. Jeffro, beautiful. All right, my dear friends. Mr. Rob Richardson, thank you again, my man. Mr. Jason Allen, I saw those break spots this morning. Thank you, legend. Much appreciated. And, ooh, shout out to my buddy, Mr. Corey Bader, the legend himself, my marvelous Missourian, taking a single pack of 23-24 Synergy Hockey. Why, thank you, Corey. Always drinking that Baderade in the morning. Ray, thank you for sharing out my live. T-Dub, good morning, legend. Great to see you. Great to be seen. Let me grab that pack for you, Corey. There you go, my good man. In the queue with you. Ollie, I am very well this morning, my man. Thank you for asking. It is another wonderful Wednesday morning right here in Austin, Texas, and I am elated to be here with my buddies, including you, sir. Thank you for being here with us this morning. Hey, if I may ask, Ollie, what day and time is it for you right now? If I had to guess, I would say it is the 3rd of September. It is Wednesday, but I would say it's probably 5 or 6 p.m. for you. Am I correct there, Ollie? Or if I'm not, how close am I? Our brother from down under. All right, and then we have Mr. Spezzano. Hey, Tony. Hell yeah. Another Canadian cousin taking a break spot in our hockey break. Is that you, Tony? Taking down spot number 4. Mr. Spezzano. Hell yeah. Thank you, Tony. Excited to have you in a break with us, buddy. Got you locked in there, my dude. There you go. Getting us closer and closer on that hockey break. Excited to bust that one. Mr. Diesel Dan Farguson. Oh, hell yeah. My man. Just hit that resub button for the 25th month. 2 months or 2 years in 1 month. That is astonishing. Thank you so much, Diesel Dan Farguson. Making my morning over here, brother. Big hugs and firm handshakes to you, buddy. Great to see you this morning. Allow me just a moment here, legends. If you would, please. I gotta fix something real quick, like. There we go. Beautiful. Done, done, and done. All right, legends. Hey, Chito Vera. Buenos dias. How you doing this morning? And you have a beautiful slab coming your way there, Chito Vera. Shout out to Mrs. Junkwax. We're getting that all packed up for you. That's right, J. Rod Hillis. That 25 months, we almost could have 3 Junkwax babies. Just a couple more months, my man. Mr. Josh Fish says, Dalen, I can't wait to see all the new changes for your channel. You've worked so hard to get here. My brother, you are not wrong. I do not require much credit, but you're not wrong there, my friend, and I sincerely appreciate the kind words there, Josh Fish. Thank you, buddy. You're absolutely right. We have worked very hard at this because we care about it. We love it, and each and every one of you. So I am ridiculously excited to show you what's coming, too. We've got some really, really cool stuff coming right around the corner, my dear friends. Got to keep it close to the vest at the moment, though. Okie dokie. I think it is time for some beautiful family rips this morning. Oh, excuse me. We have one more beautiful purchase from JunkWaxVintage.com. Shout out to Mr. Adams, my Canadian cousin. Head out to Moose Jaw, taking down a 2025 national exclusive Haunted Hits. So, Rich Adams, I need you to do me a solid, big man. I need you to please choose a number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Will you choose a number between 1 and 9? Good morning, Josh. Oh, Chito Vera, tu sabes, way. I love that guy. Excuse me. And you legends over here on Twitch, we just hit 100 messages in the chat this morning. Thank you, you chatty Cathy's. I appreciate it. I know Corey Bader, right? We're slowly but surely working our way through this entire case. All right, Rich Adams says number 9. Gracias, hermano. And good morning, Mr. O'Connell. Great to see you, brother. How are you doing on this happy hump morning? All right, he says number 9. So let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Good luck, Mr. Adams. And thank you as always, my dude. Great to have you, and especially over there on the YouTube. Thank you as always, Rich. Excited to see if we can't find you that true 1 of 1. Mr. O'Connell, you and I both there, good buddy. All right, my dear friends, we have some beautiful family rips and Mr. Wyatt Rodenbeck. You're first on deck, my man. Are we ready, Wyatt? My friends, we are going provisions hunting this morning. 6 packs of 1991 Fleer football. Let's see if we can't find you that Barry Sanders. Folks, that Barry Sanders, I saw somebody had that for sale for like $1,500 in a PSA 10. That is ridiculously expensive. I had no idea it was worth that much money. But I sincerely hope I find you one, Wyatt. Let's go. Oh, my Lanta? Seriously? First card magic? Come on. Why, thank you, Mr. O'Connell. You and I both, buddy. How about the man, the myth, the flat top, right off the bat? We spoke that one into existence there, Wyatt. Beautiful, brother. Hell yeah. I am sleeving and top loading the Howie Long. How cool. Thank you, Corey Bader. I know it, Wyatt. I know it. Shout out to the Bookend King. There you go. There's old Howie. All right, let's continue. Sheesh. That's a first. We have never found one showing on the back. Gosh, I bet if I wouldn't have ripped that pack and we would have had that pack graded, that could be valuable. Who knows? Oops. Packs were meant to be ripped, though. Well, good morning. Great to see you there, Todd O'Hara. Joe DeGotti, good morning, my brother. How are you doing, Joe? Happy hump morning, my friend. Hello there. Says, I'm cursed with Howie Long. Yikes. All right, here we go, Wyatt. Before we get into that pack number 4. Starting off with the Chiefs legend, Mr. Stephon Page. Singletary for the Bears on the hitters. Bruce Hill. Nate Newton. I remember writing his name on my binder when I was like 11. When the Cowboys were a dynasty. Give me a hell yeah if you remember that. Oh, hell yeah. Oh noes. 1991 Fleer football. Mr. Bo Jackson. Kenny Walker. Mr. DeGotti, we are chasing those little bad boys right there. Those Fleer Provisions. It's a man, baby. Charles Mann. Rodney Pete. Mr. O'Connell, you were born in 1992. Well, these packs are just slightly older than you, my friend. Mr. Hello there over here on TikTok says, I opened a Resurgence and every pack I got a Howie Long. And a lot of other packs I get Howie still. So Howie Long is your unintentional PC. I like it. Haywood Jeffries. Newberry. Ollie. So it is 1 a.m. Thursday morning for you. Sheesh. You're even farther ahead than I thought. Damn, Ollie. Well, happy Thursday, legend. Beautiful. What is your query? Jeff Query. Old Ed Reynolds rap. Or the Patriots. Eric Russell, Leslie O'Neill, Keith Millard for Minnesota, Freddie Joe Nunn, Yo Damn Business, Eugene Robinson for my Seattle Seahawks, the Shermanator, Keith Sherman, old Bruce Matthews, Checklist, Horsies, WKRP, the Buffalo Bills, and the Browns, Tootie, some Tutti Frutti summer love. Shout out to my buddy Gunther. Old Chris Miller. Well, good morning, Tay-Tay. How you doing, homie? Great to see you on this happy, wonderful Wednesday morning. Robert Massey. Nate Odoms. Guy McIntyre. Shout out to Rob Richardson. Old Jim Harbaugh. The legend for Da Bears with my Seattle Seahawks co-starring. You know it, Jeffro. It's a no-no, but I like it. How about old Jimmy Jensen? Steve Atwater. We actually found a one-of-one Steve Atwater autograph last year out of Press Pass. That was fun. Mike Lansford. Tony Manwich. And ladies and gentlemen, the coolest thing about this guy, he goes live on TikTok almost every single night. I have seen him myself. Maurice Hurst. Mikey Moonshack. Clarence K. Eric Howard. Holman. Schroeder. Alan Grant. Shout out to Mr. Alan White. Mike Olamalarkey. Frank Minifield. You did know Harbaugh was a QB. Oh, gotcha, Mr. O'Connell. And good morning, Mr. Riley. I am very well. How are you doing on this happy hump morning? Mr. Ferrara, what's up, Michael? Good morning, buddy. Slowly but surely, my dear friends, we are getting the entire family up in here. It is wonderful to have you, homies. Mr. Keith Jones. Return to the Mac. Cedric Mack. Darian Connor. Ricky Jackson. Old James Lofton. Kenny's cousin. Just kidding. Pierce Holt. Wendell Davis. Mr. Wendell's a bum. Oh, Mr. O'Connell, you did not know that Jim Harbaugh was a quarterback. Oh, yes, he was, my man. Mr. Riley says, what's your opinion on Justin Herbert? He's good. Good quarterback. I think we have yet to see the best of him. I think he's still developing. So I think he's a good hold if you have some Justin Herbert rookie autos or rookie cards. Wendell Davis. Nick Lowry coming with the Thunder. Oh, Phil Sims. Shout out to Miss Melody. Randy Grimes. Rick's cousin. Oh, Jimmy Jeffcoat. Willie Galt. Calvin Williams. Daryl Green. Andre Ware. I believe that is a second-year Andre Ware for the Lions. James Francis. Eric Bieniemy. Billy Brooks. Hunch Ilkin. Mikey Johnson. Woodson. Mr. Leahy. Kicker extraordinaire for the Jets. Lee Williams. Carl Lee. The Magic Man, Mr. Don Mikowski. Norm Johnson. Kicker extraordinaire for my Seattle Seahawks. And folks, do I have some memories of old Norm Johnson. So growing up, I'll share with you, we had three basic like factions of my family, okay? One faction of my family was huge Raider fans. Another faction of my family were huge Broncos fans. And then the faction of my family, we were all Seahawks fans. So whenever we would play the Raiders, we had Raider Hater t-shirts made. We would wear our Raider Hater t-shirts. And whenever the Seahawks would score a touchdown, we would call that family and ring a cowbell into the phone. There was no hi. There was no hello. You just ring a cowbell into the phone. And they did the same thing to us whenever the Raiders would score. We did the exact same thing with the Broncos. Whenever the Broncos would score a touchdown, we would get a phone call. Whenever the Seahawks would score a touchdown, they would get a phone call. And I'm telling you right now, folks, my inherited grandfather at that time, through a cousin, absolutely hated Norm Johnson. And I had to listen to that man curse out Norm Johnson every time he would see him with the football. So that is what I think of every single time I see Norm Johnson. Oh, the memories. How about some Byron Evans? Old Dick Johnson. And John Taylor for the 49ers, finishing that one off. There you go, Mr. Wyatt Rodenbeck.
One day on, one to go.
How about that pack number 4? Oh, Brian Smith, those are fighting words, sir. How dare you? Ah, UNC boy. Very cool, buddy. Nice. Why, thank you, Mr. O'Connell. All right, good luck, brother. Last pack magic for you, Wyatt. And we start out with old John Elliott. Hey, okay, Boomer. Esiason. Jeff Herod. Dwayne Bickett. Merrill Hoge. Felix Wright. Eric Green. Jeff Lagaman for the Jets. Arthur Cox. Steve Jordan. Chris Jackie. What the anti-heck for my Seattle Seahawks. Randall Cunningham for Uncle Smitty's Eagles. Yay. Ryan Haggy, good morning, my man. And last but not least, Houston Oilers legend, Mr. Haywood Jeffries. Finishing that one off for you. Well, Wyatt Rodenbeck, I'm going to sleeve up this beautiful Bo Jackson, and we're going to top load your Howie Long. Nicely done there, buddy. And again, folks, that is the very first time we have ever pulled a Provisions with it showing on the back of the card, or on the back of the pack. Congratulations again, Wyatt Rodenbeck. Excellent first rip of the morning, my friend. Gotta love some Bo Jackson as well. If that card is not nostalgic, my dear friends, I don't know what is. Hey, I appreciate you more, Wyatt Rodenbeck. Thank you, buddy. That is an absolutely wonderful way to start our Wednesday. Let me snag myself a little sippy. Cheers, my friends. Prost. Mr. UNC Boy over here on TikTok says, I want to start selling some of my cards. Where do I begin? That's a great question, my friend. So what I would start with, UNC Boy, is decide how you want to sell them, right? So if you would like to do live selling, so if you want to be on camera, or at least have the cards be on camera, you can go over to Whatnot. You could sell your cards on Whatnot. You could go to eBay and sell your cards. You could go to another platform called Mercari, Mercari. There's another one called ComC. It's also through eBay. So you got a lot of options there, UNC Boy. But good question. Mr. Allen, Jason, my Canadian cousin, says we have 8 spots left in that NHL break. My friends, of course, if we fill any of those breaks this morning, we will bust them this morning. 'Cause busting makes me feel good. Shout out to Bubba. Wyatt, was the Howie Long a bookend? I saw 10 out of 10. No, it is not. But, well, I guess technically yes, but it is not numbered in the way that modern cards are numbered with like the serial numbers. What that 10 out of 10 means, my man, there is 10 cards in the Football Provisions subset, and that is the 10th one in order, if that makes sense. So it's kind of a bookend. Kinda. But there's still a lot of copies out there of that card. Or shizzle. Oh, Onward. I appreciate you so much, my man. Thank you for the kind words on this happy hump morning. Right back at you, legend. All right, folks. Let me refresh that shop real quick. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. And then we are moving on to Mr. Corey Bader. Hey, thanks you, UNC boy. I'm always happy to answer questions like that, buddy. My friends, we have some beautiful break spots taken down. Allow me just a moment while I lock these in. And Corey Bader, you might want to step into that batter's box, my good man, because you're on deck. I see you, Jeffro. Alrighty. Speaking of Mr. Corey Bader, taking 21 and 22 in our hockey break. Thank you, Corey. My rad roller derbyist. It's very cool that you do that, by the way, Corey Bader. Shout out to our roller derby fanatic in the family. And next, OG of the family, Mr. Dan Farguson, who just smacked that resub button this morning for the 25th month. Thank you again, Diesel Dan. Spot number 12. There you go, Diesel Dan. Got you locked in there, buddy. And we are getting closer and closer on that one. Mr. James Erickson, my wonderful Washouglin, my fellow Washingtonian. You're taking off this morning, my brother. Thank you for starting the morning the right way. And I'm looking forward to seeing you tonight, big guy. Thank you, brother. Oakley dokley. Mr. Corey Bader, are you ready, sir? Excuse me. Mr. Riley says, who do you think is the best NBA player? Currently, I think Jalen Johnson or Trae Young. Don't mind me as... If you don't mind me asking. I have got you, Riley. No sweat, buddy. Who do I think the best basketball player is? I have no idea, brother. I got to be honest with you. Basketball is not my personal favorite sport, so I don't watch a ton of basketball. We do rip a lot of basketball cards here, but I don't watch a whole lot of basketball. Sorry about that, buddy. Okie dokie. Let's go. Mr. Jim Kaz says, I didn't see number 4 filled in the hockey. What? Number 4 is right there, my buddy Tony. He's got the number 4 in the hockey break, my man. It is definitely filled, that spot. Good morning, Greg Esposito. How is my awesome Arizonan on this happy hump morning? And we start off with a Domo Arigato, Matthew Coronato. Number to 399 on the rookie journey. Beautiful for Calgary. How about a Hunter McCown? Number to 999. Light up the night rookie for the Blue Jackets. Gosh, I love synergy. And last but not least, how about a rookie for Minnesota? Uriah's cousin, Mr. Brock Faber. That's right, Wyatt. Gotta love some TikTok, my man. Good morning, Scotty 2 Hottie Kuniko. Good morning, Greg. I'm going to go ahead and sleeve these up for you, Corey Bader. A wonderful little pack of synergy. 3 cards, 2 of them are numbered. Gotta love it. Thank you as always, Corey. Love you, buddy. Another OG of the family. Some beautiful, beautiful hockey cards there, my good man. Going in your pile. And next, Legends. Shout out to Mr. Rich Adams, our Canadian cousin. Scotty 2 Hottie Kuniko, thank you for making the switch to Twitch, my brother. Shout out to the Kuniko clan. And Mr. Adams, my YouTube brother. Are you here and are you ready, buddy? Let's see if we can't find that elusive true 1-of-1 autograph. J Yellow Mellow, good morning. And thank you for smacking that follow button. I appreciate you. And Corey D. A couple of legendary Corys in the chat this morning. It is wonderful to see you as well, Corey. And thank you for the beautiful heart gift. I heart you right back, good buddy. Rashid, thank you for beating that screen like it owes you back child support money. Good morning. There we go. Why, thank you, Rich Adams. Good luck. Now, as always, ladies and gentlemen, if you would like to head on over to junkwaxvintage.com and snag yourself down something to rip, I'm happy and humbled to rip it with you. As I say almost every single morning, my dear friends, I think we can all agree on one thing. And that is that ripping into packs is pretty much always fun, right? However, in my humble opinion, I think ripping into packs with 50 to 100 of your best friends is just a little bit more fun. And that is what we do here almost every single day. So if you would like to head on over to junkwaxvintage.com and snag yourself down something juicy from this delicious wall of wax to my left, you are invited to do so. Garrett, thank you for smacking the follow button, my man. Welcome to the family. Mr. Turk. Oh, how about the giant cranium of Mr. Peyton Manning on a 1-of-1? Little cracked ice on your monster hit. Gosh, these are cool cards. And of course, it has that 2025 National seal from right up there in Chicago. We had so much fun at the National and cannot hardly wait for next year. There you go, Corey Bader, the sheriff himself. And Richard Adams, you are absolutely welcome, my man. All thanks go to you, my friend. And I sincerely hope that this is just another beautiful rip in a very long line of beautiful rips. Congratulations on your 1-of-1 Peyton Manning. Look at him. He's going to go cry on his huge pillow. Look at his cranium. It's like Sputnik. Give me a hell yeah if you get that reference, my dear friends. I agree, Corey. Aren't those cool? And folks, we had a sealed case of those. At one time, I think we had 24 of them, and we are down to 8 of them left. So slowly but surely working our way through that case. Brother Beast, I appreciate you beating that screen like it called your mother something derogatory. Thank you, my good man, and welcome. And folks, I know we have a few new people in the house this morning. Welcome. If it is your very first time here, it is absolutely wonderful to have you. My name is Dalen, also known as Junk Wax Vintage. You can find me here almost every single morning, starting and ending your days the right way. Some of that juicy junk wax, your daily dose of positivity, some sweet, marvelous modern trading cards, a healthy dose of camaraderie, and always just a couple laughs. Typically at my expense. So if you are new here this morning, my friends, just a couple of things for you. We are live on 5 separate simultaneous platforms right meow. So if you want to come over here and join us on Twitch or YouTube or Facebook or Kick, you have options. And of course, folks, everything for this channel lives at junkwaxvintage.com. So there's a delicious wall of wax right here to my left. And my friends, I will share with you myself and my much better half, Mrs. Junk Wax. We pride ourselves in having the biggest selection that you're going to find pretty much anywhere. So even if you're not planning on buying anything this morning, my friends, I invite you to go check out junkwaxvintage.com. And remember, you can create yourself your own personal account at junkwaxvintage.com for my favorite price, $3.99. Cost you nothing. You head on over to junkwaxvintage.com, put in your information, save that account. So that way, when you come into a PYT break situation and you're at a time-sensitive circumstance, you don't have to put in your address information. That can actually be the difference between getting your team and not getting your team sometimes. So just a heads up on that one. Mr. Slim Pickens, he says, Mike is too good, creepy good. Why, thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. Bretta Beast, love right back to you, my good man. Mr. Hojam says, thoughts on the Micah Parsons trade? I think that is kind of crazy. I did not ever see Micah Parsons not wearing a Cowboys uniform. So that is one of the more surprising trades of the last few years, in my humble opinion. But I think he's going to do great up there. We shall see. We shall see. Good question. Mr. J-No, good morning, brother. All right, legends. I'm going to refresh that shop one more time. Let's see where we're at. Jeff Rotelia nailed it. I appreciate you, brother. And thank you again, Mr. Richard Adams. Ollie says, having so much trouble connecting to this stream. Am trying. Oh, my man, I'm so sorry, Ollie. Well, if you need to head over to another platform, my friend, you are more than welcome to do so. If TikTok or YouTube works better for you, head on over there, my dude. You know we are trying to build YouTube in a very big way, but we always appreciate anybody watching ever there on YouTube. And it looks like we have a handful of you over there this morning. Thank you. Mr. Griffin, thank you for smacking the follow button, my man. Welcome to the family. All right, folks, let's refresh that shop real quick. I love you, Jeffro. There's a wallaby on your cord. Maybe. It could be. Shout out to Ollie, my brother from down under. Oh, Brian Smith says there is 4 spots left in that hockey break. Really? Threaten me with a good time this morning, my legends. I would absolutely love to bust into that hockey break this morning. Hell yeah. Beautiful, Ollie. Well, I love that you have followed and subscribed to us over there on YouTube. Thank you, my brother. Mucho aprecio. All right, legends, we do have some brand new break spots to lock in. Allow me 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. You sure can, Tony. Of course you can, my brother. I appreciate you asking, but you can always buy as many spots as you want, my friend. I had somebody ask an interesting question a couple of weeks ago. They said, what would happen if one person bought every single break spot? We would have a break with one person, basically. That would be all. That would be totally okay. I see you there, Onward. That's right. That's right. All right. We are starting off with the legend of the family, Mr. Jim Cos. Mr. Cosgrove. I appreciate you as always, Jimbo. Thank you, buddy. Taking spot number 5. Got you locked in there, Jim. Spot number 2. Number 3. Got you locked in there, Jim Cos, one more time. Miss Melody is next, taking 8 and 18. Thank you, Melly P. Thank you for bearing with me for just a moment while we lock in a couple of spots here. Next is Mr. Diesel Dan Farguson taking spot number 12, and we already have him locked in. So it looks like we're down to 5 spots left, but I saw 4, so maybe I'm missing one. I'm refreshing one more time. 17, 19, 24, 25, 26. So let's see what spot I'm missing here. Yep, it says we're down to 4 spots remaining in the hockey break, 12 spots remaining in the logo Fractor PYT and the BOBA, 11 spots left in that Donruss. It's only $10 a spot, and then 17 available in that 2 hobby box mixer. So I am missing spot number 25. Somebody took spot number 25. Let's find out who that was. Tight Chain Trapping. Good morning, my man, and thank you for smacking the follow button. Welcome to the family. Mr. Jason Allen has spot number 25. There you go, my Canadian cousin. And he says, I just took spot number 17. Why, thank you, Jason. That takes us down to 3 spots left, my brother. Looks like we might be busting into some hockey this morning, my dear friends. I see it right now, my Kamloops cousin. Thank you, Jason. We have 19, 24, and 26 remaining, and that's it. Getting closer on that one, legends. So 4 spots left in the hockey. Just a few spots left in that 45th round of 2025 Donruss Baseball. 17 spots remaining in our first off the line, Nini Chronicles. Hey, Tony says I just snagged spot number 24. Excelente, my brother. Thank you so much. Let me refresh that shop real quick. As always, my dear friends, if you're just rolling up in here this morning, good morning. Ray, Mr. Wells, he says, Dalen, once you have pre-graded my card, will Mrs. Junkwax send an email from your Dalen at Junkwax email? No. I believe that will come from a different email, but from junkwaxvintage.com. But I'd have to double check on that one, Ray. Good question, my man. But no, I do not think that comes from the Dalen email. That I can tell you. Oh, Neil. Hell yeah. Taking down the Braves in our PYT logo Fractor. Thank you so much, Neil, and it's great to see you this morning, my man. And speaking of legends, good morning, Mr. Burge. Yes, you did, Neil. Congratulations, brother. And thank you as always. That is a very pleasant surprise this morning, Neil. Got you locked in on your Braves. There you go, buddy. Top of the morning to you, Neil. Next, hey, Tony, taking spot number 24. Thank you so much. Mr. Spezzano. Got you locked in there, buddy. Now we're down to 19 and 26. And Niall Darcy, my brother from across the pond, gracing us with his presence this morning. How's my Irish brother? Taking spot number 8 and our first off the line. Thank you as always, Niall Darcy, another OG of the family. I love that dude. Allow me just a moment, my dear friends. Aha. I think I put Dr. Moriarty on the wrong... Nope. That's not it. Weird. Weird. Thank you, as always, for bearing with me for just a moment here, folks. Had to handle a little housekeeping. There you go, Niall. Got you locked in there, buddy. On the old first off the line. Well, good morning, Bubba. Good morning, JC. Great to see you this morning, my man. Hey, thank you so much, Ray Wells. I am slowly but surely working through that backlog on the pre-grading, my friend. I appreciate you bearing with me on that. We will have that to you ASAP. You have my word. And my fellow Austinite, good morning, Trevor Taylor. Excellent to see you, you handsome son of a gun. How are you this morning? How's the morning going? Mr. Niall Darcy says, I took 26 in the hockey as well. How dare you be so awesome, Niall Darcy? And Neil, you took down that last hockey spot? My man, thank you in advance. Let's get locked in here, folks. JR says, how does the hockey break work? How are the numbers chosen and what do they mean? So it is a random break, my friend. And I'm going to show you here in just a moment, JR. Thank you for asking, my dude. That is a wonderful way to wake up. Thank you, Mr. Neil. All right. 2 shakes of a lamb's tail here, folks. We got to lock in some last spots. Mr. Tripp. Good morning, Wes. All right. I see you there, Neil. Taking spot number 19 in our hockey. Stoked for you to get into your very first hockey break, Neil. And I sincerely hope I can find you something juicy. And then last but definitely not least, my brother from another mother, Mr. Niall Darcy, taking spot number 26. And we are ripping. There you go, my dear friends. You know what we must do. Shout out to our old buddy Rachel. David Table, good morning, legend. Great to see you this morning, David. How are you on this happy hump morning? Shout out to Rachel. Good luck. Hey, Tony, this is your first ever break? Now, to be clear, is this your first ever break, period? Or your first break just here with us? Lucky number 6. 4 and 2 is 6. First ever period. Tony, I am humbled, my man. That is very, very cool. Thank you, buddy. Making my morning over here, Tony. Sheesh. Good morning, Ska Rob. How are you doing, my friend? Happy Wednesday. You were just in time to see us busting into a hockey break. All right, give me just a moment here, folks, to lock in some hockey teams. There we are. All right, legends. Let's do it. We're going to randomize this little bad boy 6 times. Let me make sure that we don't have a space up here. Yep, we're good. All righty. Good luck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if you are so inclined, you can start trading your teams right Meow. There you go. Thank you so much, J. Rod Hillis. I sincerely appreciate the good luck this morning, my brother. Hey, Tony. He says, I never buy cards, but why not? You're the GOAT. Oh, brother. I sincerely appreciate that. Well, I will politely and lovingly push back, my friend. You are the GOAT. Thank you, Tony. Hey, your day's coming, Ollie. So I'm going to give you about 30 more seconds to trade those teams if you would like. If you do not want to trade your teams, that is 1,000% okay. The Electric Boogaloo, thank you so much for the good luck. I appreciate it. Mr. Wyatt B, good morning, legend. Hey, Sarge. Excellent to see you this morning, my brother. How are you on this happy hump morning? Y'all are just in time to see us busting into some hockey. Nick says, did you watch the UNC versus TCU game? I did not. What happened? Hey, thank you so much, Sports Bunker, and welcome to the family, my friend. Glad to have you. And Sarge, I see those beautiful TikTok gifts. Thank you, you legend, helping to keep this channel on the rails. One beautiful TikTok gift at a time. Thank you, Sarge. It is another wonderful morning right here in Austin, Texas, my friend. I am very happy to be here, especially with you, my man. All right, legends. It looks like we do not have any trading over here in the chat, so I'm going to spin this list right back around, get these locked in. I appreciate you bearing with me for just a moment. Of course, my friends, if you need to use the restroom or grab yourself a fresh beverage, now would be a perfect time to do it. Takes me just a couple of minutes to get these teams locked in. Starting out with Wyatt taking the Hurricanes. Ryan Bruns, the Nashville Predators. Jim Kaz, number 3, the Capitals. Tony Spezzano, number 4, the Kings. Shout out to Melody. Jim Kaz, number 5, those Las Vegas Golden Knights. Wyatt Rodenbeck, number 6, my Seattle Kraken. You lucky ducky. Jason Allen, number 7, the Edmonton Oilers. Melly P, number 8, the Calgary Flames. Rich Adams, my Canadian cousin, taking down the Tampa Bay Lightning. Brandon Dr. Moriarty. Niche! Good morning, Rob. Excellent to see you, Mr. Nicius. Good morning. Dr. Moriarty taking down the Ducks. Jason Allen, number 11, the Coyotes. Now would be the Mammoth. Yes. Arizona / Utah, I think. Diesel Dan Farguson, number 12, the Canadians. Wyatt Rodenbeck, 13, 14, 15, Devils, Islanders, and Avalanche. Rob Richardson, number 16, the Panthers. Good morning, Ray Wells. Excellent to see you over here on Twitch, my brother. We are halfway there, my dear friends. Thank you so much, Brian, and good morning, my man. How are you? Happy Wednesday. Jason Allen, number 17, the Jets. Winnipeg. Melody, number 18, the Columbus Blue Jackets. Neil Anthony, number 19, the Dallas Stars. Wyatt Rodenbeck, number 20, the Sharks. Corey Bader, 21 and 22, the Chicago Blackhawks and the Penguins. Mr. Jeff Hansen, the Hammer, taking the Canucks. Tony Spezzano, number 24, the Senators. Jason Allen, number 25, the Minnesota Wild. Niall Darcy, number 26, the Toronto Maple Leafs. Jason Allen, number 27, the Sabres. Melly P, number 28 and 29, the Blues and the Rangers. Timbo T. Wood taking down the last 3 spots. Red Wings, Bruins, and Flyers. There you go, homies. Thank you so much for bearing with me while I lock those in. Well, good morning to our resident rock star. How you doing, Lonnie? Always great to see you, my brother. How are you on this happy hump morning? Perfect timing. So as always, my dear friends, if you would do me a solid, take a gander at that list. If it looks accurate and appropriate, may I please have a hell yeah in the chat so I know you're ready. $24-25 Skybox Metal Universe hockey. 25-26 MVP hockey. Thank you so much, Tony. Thank you, Neil. All right, my dear friends. Good morning, Danny. How is my favorite Danny Macker's pancakes on this happy hump morning? Great to see you, my friends. Great to be seen. All right, legends. I think we're going to do this in chronological order. Let's go 24-25 first. We will finish off with that MVP. Good luck. I love the positivity. Thank you, Danny. Big hugs and firm handshakes to you, my man. See if we can't find a PMG this morning. That would be awesome. I love the supported message there, Neil. Found a very nice way to use those channel points. I love it. Empty box there, homies. Pack number 4, Ectomy. We will bust all those last. All right, we're going to do this in 3 rounds, folks. Good luck. Mr. Carlos. I think it was a phone alert. Good morning, Carlos. Happy Wednesday, my dude. All right, one last pack out of round number 1. Let's do it. Starting off with a Pavel Zacha, Leon Draisaitl, Leo Carlson, quack, 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 Mr. Ducksworth, Juraj Slavkovsky. Ooh, we have a silver shot, Pavel Zacha. The Zacha so nice, we got him twice. Connor Geeky, Joel Farabee, Patrick Kane, Quinn Hughes. Shout out to Miss Melody. Matthew Kachuk, Quinn Hughes. On the alphabetical, Liam Ogren from Minnesota, rookie. Eli Tolvanen for my Seattle Kraken. Connor McDavid. Mason Soap McTavish. Luke and Linda Evangelista. Brendan Othman on the prospects for the New York Rangers on the premium. Matt Rempe. William Carlson. Dylan Strome. Fantilli Lace. Adam Fantilli. Brock Faber for Minnesota. Artemi Panarin on the Z-Force for the Rangers, as Melody would say, the bread man. Good morning to our favorite Schmidt head. How you doing, Randy? Thank you for being over there on YouTube, my brother. I appreciate you. And last but not least, for the Philly Flyers, Ivan Fedotov. Last but not least, rookie for Philly. Round number 2. I love it so much, J-Rod, as you should, my man. Good morning to the Hammer. How is Mr. Jeff Hansen this morning? Weird rip. Brian, he says, those cards look cool. How much for a box? That is a great question, my friend. Mrs. Junkwax does all of our purchasing. So I got to be honest, I have no idea. A good question, my friend. I would have to double check and get back to you on that one, Brian. All right, round number 2. A little Goonsel for your schnutzel. Jake Goonsel. Matthew Neese. Anze Kopitar. Carlson. Brock Nelson on the silver shots for the Islanders. Rutger McGroarty. Josh Norris. Martin Necas. Jonathan Marchessault for those Las Vegas Golden Knights. Evgeny Malkin. Ooh, on the Gen Z for the Ducks. Mr. McTavish. Frank Nazar, rookie for Chicago. Alexis is on fire. Lafreniere. Got to be careful with Zach.
Giggity, giggity, giggity. All right.
It is not hashtag JWAD yet, my dear friends. William Nylander. Nathan McKinnon for Colorado. Travis Konechny on the silver shots for Philadelphia. Maverick Bork, rookie for Dallas. Adley Ho there, Jake Neighbors. Mats Zuccarello for Minnesota. Jake DeBrusk. A little Stutzel for your Pootzel. Oh, and we have an autograph here, ladies and gentlemen. For the Pittsburgh Penguins, Tristan Iari on the counterpoise. And that goes to Mr. Corey Bader. Congratulations, Corey. Beautiful, buddy. Sleeving and top loading that one up for you. And then you have Kyle McLean, rookie for the Islanders, last but not least. Hey, good morning, Marco Bosco. I appreciate that so much, my good man. Thank you. I will consult Mrs. Junkwax on that today, Marco. Got you covered, buddy. Good morning, Delta Bravo Foxtrot. How you doing? All right, let me sleeve and top load that one up for you, Corey Bader. I know, Corey. That's what I'm saying. And good morning to my Prince Edward Island pal, Mr. Cabby Rob. How you doing, Mr. Benoit? I hope you and Adeline are having a wonderful morning over there, buddy. Our favorite single dad in the family. Good morning, Ernie. How you doing, buddy? And good morning to the Card Bros. Excellent to see the legends over here this morning on TikTok. Big hugs and firm handshakes all around, gentlemen. You are just in time to see us busting into our third hockey break ever here in the JWV family. Onward, we pulled a Tristan Iari autograph for the Penguins on the counterpoise, to be specific. All right, folks, this is the last round of box number 1. And we have a Chris Letang. He's got a PhD in Tang. Artemi Panarin. Jordan Kyrou for the Blues. Kyle and the Jets. Kyle Connor. Ooh, on the dawning, Anton Lundell for the Florida Panthers. That one goes to Mr. Rob Richardson. Jan Kuznetsov. Devin Taves. Aiden Gooley. Kevin Fiala. Ryan Strome for the Ducks. Elias Peterson on the Z-Force for the Vancouver Canucks. Joshua Waugh, rookie for the Canadiens. Mr. McCann for my Seattle Kraken. Kirill Marchenko. Mikhail Sergachev. Austin Matthews for the Maple Leafs. Olin and Renee Zellweger on the Skybox Premium Prospects for the Ducks. Mason Morelli. Brad Marchand. Dawson D. Mercer. Mercer. How big of a boy are you? Oliver Bjorkstrand for my Seattle Kraken. William Eklund. Oh, on the search engines, Mr. Wyatt Johnston for the Dallas Stars. And last but not least, Sam Colangelo, rookie for the Ducks. Finishing that one off, folks. Box number 1 in the books. I love it, Neil. Oh, that would be magnificent. Onward, my man. He says, we need to document with all Dalen's references for the uninformed. So we call those Dalenisms. Alex Wayne says, was that supposed to be an auto? No, sir. So that is called a search engine's parallel. And if you see, it just has like a search engine there. So the autographs look like this. Congratulations again to Mr. Corey Bader. And good morning, Alex Wayne. Great to see you this morning, my dude. As always, my dear friends, we're going to rip into those pack number 4s last. Good luck. Last box magic. What? Alex Wayne, you're here in Austin? Really? I assume you're working here, my friend. I'd love to see ya. Of course. Let's link up. Ah, you're here and then again in 2 weeks. Nice, buddy. So how long are you here on this trip, if I may ask, Alex? All right, legends. Last box magic. Sorry, look, squirrel. I don't have ADHD. Yes, I do. Empty box number 2. Pack number 4 ectomy is complete. Alex, you fly out Thursday evening. You're visiting a family member for birthday lunch. Nice, brother. Well, I will shoot you a text after the show this morning, my man. We'll link up. We'll get that figured out. If not this trip, maybe the one in 2 weeks. Would love to see you again, buddy. I hope you have a good time here. And yes, it is not cold here. That's a fact. I bet when you walked off that plane, it hit you like a ton of bricks. I have been there, my friend. You know it, Jeffro. Look, squirrel. Good morning, the Count of St. Germain. How we doing this morning, my brother? Good to see ya. Chris. All right, starting out with some Sidney Crosby. Shout out to Mr. Trevor Taylor. Austin Matthews. John Tavares, back-to-back Maple Leafs. Johnny Nyman. Yanni on the silver script for the Seattle Kraken. Dougie Fresh Hamilton. That's right, Alex. Yeah. My brother, you have all the empathy, my friend. Fyodor Kochetkov. Shout out to Dylan. Pasternak. Dylan Larkin. Logan Cooley for the Mammoth. Domo Arigato, Matt Coronato. Kirill Marchenko. Macklin Celebrini on the Rising to the Occasion for the San Jose Sharks. And that one goes to Wyatt Rodenbeck. And Macklin Celebrini is no slouch. Leaving that one up for you, buddy. Owen Sillinger for the Blue Jackets, rookie. Escape or Return to Barkov. I hope somebody gets that extremely obscure reference. J.J. Paterka. McKinnon for Colorado. Mackenzie Blackwood, back-to-back Colorado Avalanche. Jordan Kyrou for the Blues. Charlie McAvoy. Araby. We have a mascot sticker for the New Jersey Devils. That's fun. Samuel Montembeau. Carter Verhage. Zach Werenski. Stuart Skinner. Nolan Allen, Jason's cousin, for up there in the Chicago area. Cole Caulfield. Braden is always on point for Tampa Bay. On the silver script, Sebastian Kosa. UC Saros for the Predators. Igor Shesterkin and Mika Zibanejad. Last but not least, round number 1. Got to sleeve up the Macklin for Wyatt. There you go, my dude. All right, round number 2. Good luck. That's right, Wyatt. Congratulations on that, Macklin. Holy Macklin. Like holy mackerel. It is wonderful to see you too, Chris. Hope you're having a wonderful morning, buddy. I hope you sleep with that one-of-one messy autograph right next to your bed. I would probably have that framed and hanging above my bed if it was mine. Mrs. Junkwax would love that. Mats Zuccarello from Minnesota. Alexis is on fire, Lafreniere. Sondheim. Coming to your rink, Evgeny Malkin and Sidney Crosby. Couple of pleasant penguins. Oliver Rodriguez. Claude Giroux. Carlson. Dylan Gunther. Shout out to Gunther. Some tutti frutti summer love. It's a no-no, but I like it. Lucas and the Locusts, Raymond. Noah Hannafin. Owen Danger Power. I'll see myself out. Michael Callahan on the name tag. Connor McMichael. Some catch scratch fever with old Ryan Nugent Hopkins. Nick Schmaltz. Clayton Keller for the Mammoth. Connor Garland. Vincent Kochek Prochek. Are you a McCann or are you a McCant? Looks like a McCann to me. For my Seattle Kraken, Jared McCann. Ovi, on your rising to the occasion for the Capitals, the legend himself. Jack Finley rookie. Stefan Nosen. Dylan Strome and Kent Johnson with the weather. Last but not least, Mr. Nicius says, y'all see Fanatics just dropped nice cases for one-touches and slabbed cards. They are display cases. That's really cool, Rob. I have not seen those yet, my friend. All right, folks. Last round magic. And then we're getting into those pack number 4s. Good morning, Go Dogs. How we doing on this happy hump morning, my man? Always great to see you. You are just in time for the last end of our 3rd ever NHL break here in the family. All right, first half of last round. And we start off with Andrei Sveshnikov for the Hurricanes. Connor Hellebuck. Connor and the Jets. Connor and the Jets. Shout out to Elton John. Go Dogs, you're at work. Nice, buddy. If I may ask, what do you do for work, Go Dogs? Alexi Protas. Ooh, you got blades on the mascot sticker for the Bruins, and that is for Timbo Teawood. And he got his team organically this morning. Congratulations, Timbo. One of my favorite things, my friends, is when you guys get your teams in a random break. You're a Boilermaker. That's very cool, Go Dogs. Nice, buddy. Well, I appreciate that, my man. I'm always curious to know what you guys do for a living. Martin Nekus for Colorado. How about some soap? McTavish. Brock Bozer. Roman Yossi. Arturi Lekonen. A little Gunsel for your Schnutzel. Sebastian Aho. For the Philly Flyers. I'd like to have a go-around with that, Philly. Travis Konechny and Matvey Mishkov. And that also goes to Timbo Teawood. Samuel Girard. Devin Taves. Zach Hyman. Dmitry Voronkov. A little Stutzel for your Pootzel. Tim Stutzel for Ottawa. Eric Carlson. Cutter Gauthier. How about the Spartacat and Carlton on the mascot battle? And that goes to the Ottawa Senators, because they are on the left, and that is a base card. Elias Peterson. O'Reilly's Auto Parts. Whew. Ryan O'Reilly. Give me a hell yeah in the chat if you get that extremely obscure reference. Rasmus Dahlen. Somebody call Matchbox 20. We found some Rob Thomas. Drew Doughty. Miro Heiskanen for Dallas. Dustin Wolf. On the net presence, Kirill Kaprizov. for Minnesota. And that one goes to Jason Allen. Nikolai Ehlers for the Jets. Nikita Kucherov, Connor McDavid, and Michael Granlund for right up the road in Dallas. Excellent. Thank you, Jeffro. Thank you, Wyatt. Thank you, J-Rod. Architect, welcome back, buddy. Happy Wednesday morning, my man. All right, folks. This is your last base pack round. Card Bros. So this is a break, my friend. So somebody has that team. It is wonderful to see you this morning, Architect. Happy Wednesday, my dude. Big hugs and firm handshakes all around, my good man. Brian Smith says there is 9 left in the Logo Fractor break, 9 left in the Donruss. We are almost halfway on that first off the line, and we are over halfway in the BOBA. Thank you, Brian Smith. All right, legends. Good luck. Mr. D-Doll, are the Griffey, Ripken, or Shohei for sale? They are not, my friend, but I appreciate you asking. Thank you. That is my PC back there, some of it. Mikko Rantanen for Dallas. Moritz Seider. Scheifele. On the net presence, Cole Caulfield for the Canadiens. Ozzy Weisblot for the Predators. Anthony Cirelli. Connor Geeky. Matt Boldy for Minnesota. Mr. Sanderson. Scheifele. Bobrovsky. How about a Horvath? Bo Horvat. Philip Forsberg on the checklist. And I am so sorry, we had one stuck together, and that is Rory Herons on the Hello, My Name Is name tag for the Flames. Grant Clark. Chris Letang. Aiden Hill. Anders Lee. Miguel Sergachev for the Mammoth. Coming to your rink for the Seattle Kraken, McCann and Beniers. Artyom Levshinov for Chicago. Connor Bedard, back-to-back Chicago. Nice. That goes to Corey Bader. Tyler Bertuzzi. Shea Theodore. Anze Kopitar. Nico Heischer for the Jersey Devils. Frank Nazar. Trevor Z. Grass. Ethan Frank. And that is numbered to 20. Damn. There you go, Capitals, and that goes to Mr. Jim Cosgrove. Bro. 11th on print to 20 on the die cut. Outstanding. Nick Foligno. Lane Hudson. Another stud. Steven Stamkos. Evgeny Malkin. Victor Hedman. Owen. Just the tippet. Just to see how it feels. Quinn Hughes on the Rising to the Occasion for the Canucks. Shout out to Melody. Mackenzie Weegar. Never underestimate the power of the Schwartz. Linus Ullmark. And Bowen Byram for the Sabres. Last but not least, Buffalo's Bowen Byram. Some alliteration this morning. Little housekeeping here, my friends. I'm going to top load that one up for Jim Cos. Hanky the Stapler says, what are you opening? You're in the middle of a hockey break right now, my friend. Some Skybox and some Upper Deck MVP. And we are down to our last pack number 4s, my friends. So 3 packs of 24-25 Skybox Metal Universe and 4 packs of 25-26 MVP Hockey. Little housekeeping, my friends. We need to bust into a brand new Spicy Volta. Here's, my friends, Barost. Pinkies up because we're fancy. Jean-Claude Van. Damn, I'm good. I'm just kidding. Card Bro says, why did you save them? So it is a family tradition here at JWV. We always pull those pack number 4s and we rip them last. It is a little bit of a long story of why we do that, but short story long, or long story short, it is a family tradition. We've been doing it for years. Just for good luck. Aw, Hanky, you're a Rangers fan. Nice, buddy. Very cool. And Hanky, thank you for smacking that follow button, my dude. Welcome to the family. Very nice to have you, buddy. So as always, my legends, if it is your very first time tuning in to these luscious locks, it is absolutely awesome to have you. My name is Dalen, also known as Junk Wax Vintage. You can find me here almost every single morning, starting your morning the right way with that daily dose of positivity, some sweet, sweet trading cards, a healthy dose of camaraderie, and always quite a few laughs. So if you are new here, folks, feel free to smack that follow button if you have not already. We would love to have you. And of course, keep in mind, we are live on 5 separate simultaneous platforms right this second. So if you want to come over here and join us on Twitch or YouTube or Facebook or Kick, you have options. And you are also invited to go check out junkwaxvintage.com. That is where you find everything for this channel. Good morning, Mr. Kind. Great to see you this morning, my brother. Happy Wednesday. All right, we have a JJ Paterka, Dylan Larkin, Domo Arigato, Matthew Coronato, Taj Thompson, Scott Morrow for the Hurricanes on the Skybox Premium Prospects. Oh, wow. Maxim Siplakov for the Islanders. That is an apellido. Yikes. Good morning, Jason Hawkins. How are you doing, legend? How about another Horvath? Bo Horvat. Nick Suzuki. Jason Robertson. Garake Batherson. Oh, my Lanta. I think we have a 1 of 1 here, my friends.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
You know what? I know you love me. It is a rookie, too. Rookie 1 of 1 printing plate. We'll come back to that one. Mr. Will Smith, rookie for the Sharks. Anders Lee. Nikita Zadorov. Logan Cooley for the Mammoth. Nikita Kucherov. Evan Bouchard on the 101 points per game for the Edmonton Oilers. And last but not least, Mr. Mukhamadullin, rookie for the Sharks, Fakir Mukhamadullin. Last but definitely not least. All right, let's get into our last packs of Upper Deck MVP, and then we're going to get into that sweat. Hey, thank you so much, Card Bros. I appreciate that, buddy. And after the break, if you are curious, I'm happy to give you the story on why we pull those pack number 4s. You just let me know. That's right, Krabby Rob. Gotta love those pack number 4s, eh? Goodness gracious. Folks, we found 2 1 of 1s in the football break last night also. We have found 1 of 1s plentifully lately. We've been very, very lucky. And you know what, folks? I will never fake the funk. I will always be transparent with you. I truly believe, in my heart of hearts, the reason that we pull those amazing hits is because of each and every one of you. I think that there is truly something to vibration and frequency in our universe, stuff that we probably don't even know yet. And there's something to the positive energy of this entire channel that helps us find these huge cards. So thank you to each and every one of you for being awesome. All right, legends. Ooh, you know what? Before we get into our last pack number 4s, let me bust into a brand new spicy water. Cheers, my friends. Roast. Beautiful. All right, let's do it, legends. Well, good morning, Kevin O'Brien, my brother from another mother and moderator extraordinaire. Good to see you, Cobb. Just in time for our last pack number 4s, my dude. Troy Terry, Brandon Hagel, Chandler Stevenson, former Las Vegas Golden Knight, now a Seattle Kraken. Coming to your rink, Macklin Celebrini and Will Smith. Nice one for San Jose. The Macklin's so nice, you have seen him twice. Gabe Peralt on the rookies for the Rangers. Seth Jones, Nazem Kadri, Wallman. I'm just looking for some tush. Alex Touche, Shout out to ZZ Top. Kirill Kaprizov. JS, you're in the right place, my friend. Thank you so much. I appreciate the kind words, my brother. Welcome. Quinn Hughes. Patrick Line. A little Guntzel for your schnutzel. On the silver script for Tampa Bay. Tomas Hertel. Roop Heinz for Dallas. Alex DeBrincat. Pierre-Luc Dubois. Pavel Bushnevich. Zetterland. Sebastian Aho for the Hurricanes on your silver script. Travis Konechny for Philly. Yaroslav Askarov. Adam Fox. Artemi Panarin. Jesper is always a little bit of a brat. Jake Ottinger for Dallas. Sam James Reinhart. Shout out to the chef. Josh Norris. Owen Byram for the Sabres on your silver script. Anton Lundell. Kyle and the Jets. And Ilya Sorokin finishing off that last pack. Ollie says, Dalen, do you follow soccer? I do not, my friend. Not as much as I do, say, the UFC or baseball. Good question. I do appreciate it. I like to watch it live, but not so much on TV. And I played soccer for pretty much my whole life. Just a heads up. All right, folks.
One down, one to go.
Let's see who we have here in our 1 of 1. Like I said, folks, it is a rookie, whoever it is. 1 of 1 printing plate. It is for the Las Vegas Golden Knights. Jim Cos. Mr. Cosgrove. Are you here this morning, my brother? I believe this one's going to you, buddy. Let's go. Brendan Brisson for the Las Vegas Golden Knights. Hell yeah. Black printing plate 1 of 1. Brendan Brisson. Congratulations, Jim Cos. You win this morning, my brother. That is all you, buddy. And folks, that is our very first 1 of 1 that we have pulled out of a hockey box here in this community. Congratulations, Jim Cos. Of course, we have found a lot of 1 of 1s in every other sport, but this is our very first hockey 1 of 1. That is a 55-point junk wax vintage top loader for you there, buddy. Congratulations, Jim Cos. You win, brother. Hell yeah. All right, folks. Allow me just a moment for a spot of housekeeping. I would say the best hits from that break would be the number to 20 for the Washington Capitals. That is another one for Jim Cos. Jim Cosgrove. You did very, very well in this break this morning, my man. Number to 20 on the die cut, Ethan Frank. Shout out to Mr. Corey Bader, one of the OGs of OGs of this entire family, on the Tristan Yari for the Penguins autograph. And another one for Jim Cos, the 1 of 1 black printing plate, Brendan Brisson. And of all the printing plates to get, the black one is probably my favorite because it's easier to see. Sometimes the yellow ones, you can't even really see what's on them. The black one's pretty sweet, bro. Congratulations again, Jim Cos. Much love to you, my man. For those of you that don't know, Mr. Jim Cos has been a part of this community since I was ripping packs in a closet for like 4 people. So Jim Cos, much love to you, my man. Thank you for being a part of this family for the last few years. And I am so stoked that we could find that together this morning, my brother. All right, if you would allow me 2 shakes of a lamb's tail, my dear friends, need to handle just a spot of housekeeping. And then we're going to refresh that shop one more time. Absolutely right, Jason Hawkins. Very well deserved. Okie dokie. Let me snag myself a little sippy. Cheers, my friends. We have a question over here on Twitch.
Oh, yeah. What kind of a question you want to ask her?
Mr. Ollie, my brother from Down Under, he says, who are your favorite UFC fighters, Dalen? That's a great question. So George Rush St. Pierre is probably the top of the mountain for me. My GOAT is GSP. I would say Anderson Silva is a very close second. I mean, I like them all, really. Bas Rutten is up there in my top 5, probably. If we're talking about modern fighters, I really like Caio Baralho. I think he's going to do very, very well. He is the leader of the Fighting Nerds team. Krabby Rob, GSP is your favorite fighter? I like it. Great minds think alike, my brother. So good question, my man. Good question. Jim Cos says, channeling that Alan White luck. My man. Yes, you did. That's a fact. Congratulations again, Jim Cos. Love you, buddy. All right, legends, let's refresh that shop one more time and see where we're at. Ollie says, any Aussies, Volkanovski or Whitaker? Oh, I love them both, buddy. Alexander the Great or the Reaper? Yes, sir. And some Israel Adesanya as well, my man, from New Zealand. All right, legends, we do have a few brand new orders up there at junkwaxvintage.com. Thank you for bearing with me for a moment while I get these locked in. Now, of course, my friends, if you would like to jump up there to junkwaxvintage.com and snag yourself down something to rip personally, you're absolutely welcome to do so. The queue is wide open. And we start with my buddy Rob, my marvelous main man, taking spot number 12 in BOBA. Getting us a little closer. Thank you, Rob. Got you locked in there, Mr. Nicius. Next, Neil, my gorgeous Georgian, taking down the Padres and the Mets in our final logo fractor. Thank you so much, Neil. There you go, my brother. Got you locked in. Next, Mr. Siebert, my marvelous Michigander. David, it is wonderful to have you in a break with us again, my man. In our 45th round of Donruss Baseball, taking 13 and 18. Thank you, David. Outstanding. And then next, we have Neil, and that was in the hockey break, so we are squared away there, folks. Let me refresh one more time because I'm getting reports. There might be some new stuff in there. Shout out to my fellow Austinite, Mr. General Custer. Odie. Oh, hell yeah. Taking 4 packs of 1991 Fleer football and 3 packs of 1991 Fleer basketball. We are going provisions hunting. And we have already found one of those this morning. I would love to find another one. Neil says, let's fill the logo fractor up midday today. That would be magnificent, my friend. Grant me with a good time. I would love to. Got to give my boy some love, family. All right. My boy's heading off to school, and he's going to see The Weeknd tonight at a concert. All right, let me get you locked in there, General Custer. One moment, my friends. Four packs of football. Three packs of basketball. Oh, and by the way, do we have my buddy Adam here this morning? Mr. Eyes. over on TikTok. And Dr. Moriarty, Brandon, how dare you be so amazing over here, brother, on TikTok. I see you blowing me up with gifts, you big sweetie. Thank you as always, Brandon. All right, all right. Provisions hunting. Best of luck to you, General Custer. And thank you as always for utilizing junkwaxvintage.com, my good man. I know Chris St. Germain. I know it, buddy. Let's go football first. Pack number 4 last. Come on, provisions. We're just going to rip them all down and go through them together. So, Neil, if I was a betting man, I would be willing to put a little bit of money on the fact that we might be busting into that logo Fractor during tonight's show. Getting down to just a few spots left on that one. Oh. Haha. I think we have one for you here, General Custer. If it's that Barry Sanders. Oh my gosh. I think you got 2 of them in here, my dude. I love it so much. Congratulations, General Custer. How about a Sterling Sharp? Andre, just the tippet. Just to see how it feels. And oh my Lanta, it is Randall Cunningham. On your very first provisions. Of the morning anyway. Would you just look at it? Gosh, I love these cards. They are so damn cool. Congratulations there, brother. Bruce Reimers. Simon Fletcher. Maurice Carthon. James Brooks. David Treadwell. It doesn't matter if you want a fresh Bentley. Give me a hell yeah if you get that extremely obscure reference, my friends. Donald Evans. Rob Burnett. Pete Stoyanovich. Chriswell. Gil Bird. Johnny Hayes. Bruce Smith. Legend number 78 for the Bills. Shout out to Melody. Ron Hall. Eugene Lockhart for dem boys. Old Galicky Bob. Don Warren. Dan Humphreys. Bobby Clark. Tim McKyer. Randall Cunningham. So nice, you got him twice. Shout out to Uncle Smitty. Yay. Duval Love. Mark Murphy. Mr. and Mrs. Murphy's boy. Ronnie Lippett to go with Mr. Tippett. Chris Duncan. Lockhart, so nice, you got him twice. Golick. Warren. Mr. Regular, good morning, my man. Stan the Man. Bobby Clark. McKyer. Randall Cunningham. Duval Love. Mark Murphy. Lippett. Mr. Phil Sims. Mark Jackson. Sans Menendez brothers. Reggie Langhorne for the Browns. Oh, I'm so sorry. It is not a Provisions. That is Ray Childress on the All-Pro. That gray border got me, gosh dang it. But you did get one there, brother. And we are sleeving and top-loading that Randall Cunningham. It is great to see you again, Regular. How you doing, buddy? Happy hump morning. There you go, Cody Custer. We're going to save that pack number 4 for last, and now we are Provisions basketball hunting. Good luck. And my dear friends, my family, I'm going to go ahead and call that last call, my dear friends. It has been an absolutely wonderful couple hours here this morning. An absolutely wonderful way to start our Wednesday. If you would like to pull something down from junkwaxvintage.com, now is a perfect time to do it. If you want to wait until later tonight, that is 1000% okay as well. No sweat. But it is almost time for your boy to go mow on some delicious Red's breakfast burritos. And oh, my Lanta, ladies and gentlemen, my friends, my family, over here on TikTok, I must give credit where credit is due. We're up to 60,000 likes over here this morning. Damn. I cannot thank you enough for beating that screen like it owes you back child support money, my dear friends. That is a beautiful, beautiful thing. All right. Smoking that herb. Williams. How about the herb so nice? You got it twice. Bo Kimball. Pat Riley. Some slick. All-Star Game from 1991. Otis Thorpe. Eric Coleman with old Bill Cartwright co-starring. Casey Jones for my Seattle Supersonics. Spokane's finest, Mr. John Stockton. The Worm, my son's PC. Mr. Dennis Rodman with Isaiah Thomas co-starring. Fred Roberts. Gene Littles. Oh, my brother. Yes, we do. Beautiful. You got another one, my friend. Mr. Jason Allen, if you're taking off this morning, my Canadian cousin, I appreciate you, my good man, and I hope we get to see you back here tonight. Same junk time. Same junk channel. 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. That's right, Corey Bader. Cable's hot this morning, ladies and gentlemen. Another All-Star Game with Patrick Ewing co-starring. Mitchie Redmond. Tim Hardaway. Chris Morris. Ryan Shaw. Rick Mahorn with old Chris Mullen co-starring. And folks, we're going to sweat that Provisions. We'll find out who that is in just a moment. It's a Dale Threat for my now defunct Seattle Supersonics. Percy Hawkins. Kiki, do you love me? Are you down for me always? Kiki Vandeweeg. Lil Kiki, wow. Give me a hell yeah if somebody gets that reference. Mr. Matt Kawakis. Otis Smith. I think I actually have a 1970 basketball card of that dude, too. Johnny Williams. Chucky in person with Vlade Divac co-starring. Del Harris. Akeem the Dream on the league leaders. Patrick Ewing on the All-Star Game for the Knickerbockers. Golden State All-Star, Mr. Tim Hardaway. The original bad boy of basketball, Mr. Bill Lambier. Jay Humphreys for Milwaukee. Mikey Schuler. Rick Edelman. There's the flat top, Mr. Chris Mullen. I love it so much, Kevin O'Brien. Thank you. Wow. No Kiki, wow. I am so grateful that at least one person gets my extremely obscure reference. Thank you, Kevin O'Brien. The round mound of rebound, Mr. Charles Barkley. Jerry Sloan. Professor X for the Phoenix Suns. Shout out to Mr. Esposito. Reggie Williams. Glenn Rice for Bienvenidos a Miami. Wes Inceld Unseld. And Alvin, Simon, and Theodore Robertson. That's right, Kevin O'Brien. You're damn right, sir. All right, General Custer, my fellow Austinite, congratulations on your second Provisions of the morning, brother. And it is the round mound of rebound, Mr. Charles Barkley, on that Provisions. Gosh, those are cool. And not too shabby on the centering either. I have seen much, much worse. Hey, J-Rod, if you're taking off today, buddy, have a magnificent remainder of your Wednesday. And I'm excited to see you back here tonight, my brother. Big hugs, firm handshakes to you, J-Rod. Beautiful rip. And we have one pack to go.
One down, one to go.
Last pack magic, Cody. Buena suerte, my friend. And we start off with old Trace Armstrong. The Berg. Shout out to Lisa Left Eye Lopez, Mr. Andre Rison. It ain't easy being this Brandon Creasy. Welcome back, Brandonio. Wayne Haddix. Troy Aikman. Shout out to Mikey One. That is his PC. Tom Benson. Broderick Thomas, Bernie Biner, Jerry Always on the Ball for the Lions, Hugh Green, David Fulcher, Ellard, Robert Brown, and Vincent Brown. Back-to-back Browns. Finishing that one off for you. You know it, Jeffro. I was thinking about it. All right, my man. Cody Custer. Again, tremendous congratulations on your 2 Provisions. Beautiful, beautiful cards there, buddy. Thank you as always, Cody Custer. Hey, all thanks go to you there, legend. I appreciate you, Cody, as always, my man. Thank you so, so much. I love ripping into those 1991. Ricky Spencer, welcome back, my brother. Good morning. All right, legends. I did go ahead and officially call that last call. If you would like to rip something down from junkwaxvintage.com, you are absolutely welcome to do so. But at the moment, folks, it looks like the shop is even. So the floor is open. I'm going to give you just a couple more minutes here, my dear friends, and then your boy is going to go mow on some delicious Red's breakfast burritos. Oh, Ollie, if you're taking off, buddy, good sleep to you. Thank you for tuning in. It is probably close to 3 a.m. down under on Thursday for you. So here, my friend, just for reference, it is 11:30 a.m. on Wednesday. So, folks, up there at junkwaxvintage.com, we do have 5 still open breaks. We are down to 9 spots remaining in that PYT logo Fractor. Let me keep myself honest here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. So Astros, Blue Jays, Guardians, Diamondbacks, Marlins, White Sox, Twinkies, Rockies, and Fightin' Phillies. And then we were busting all 6 of those boxes. And that is the final 6 boxes out of our sealed case of 2025 Topps Chrome Logo Fractor. Good morning, Chef James Reinhardt. Excellent to see you this morning, my man. Your ears must have been burning. Talking about you. Next, my dear friends, we are down to 9 spots available as well in our 45th round of 2025 Donruss Baseball. We might have a couple of full breaks this evening. Ollie says it is now 2:27 a.m. on Thursday morning. That's right, my man. Hey, I will politely push back there, Ollie. You are awesome, my brother. Thank you as always for hanging with us this morning, buddy. Especially this morning, my man, because I know it's so late for you. So thank you so much for being here with us this morning, Ollie. I truly appreciate it, my guy. And last but not least, we have that BOBA break. There is 11 spots remaining in that one, my dear friends. And then last but definitely not least, our 2 hobby box mixer with first off the line Panini Chronicles. Super, super excited for that one. Oh, Miss Melody, top of the morning to you too, my dear. And you are not late, Miss Melody. You're right on time. Always good to see you, Melly P. So we did bust through that hockey break this morning, and it was a good one. You might want to go back and watch that replay. Excited to do another one, my friends. I think we will have another hockey breakup, probably either today or tomorrow. So my hockey fans, I got you covered. And I think it's going to be this box. I think we might just do a single box break of O-Pee-Chee Platinum. And believe it or not, folks, it's kind of a heavy box. A lot of thick cards in here. All right, my dear friends, my family. Mr. Kevin O'Brien is going to be our last family rip of the morning. Kevin, the Cobb, taking down some 2024 Onyx Vintage Baseball. One moment. And oh, by the way, folks, I forgot to tell you, we do have I think it's 4 or 5 boxes, baseball mixer, that is going to go live tonight at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And I think there's going to be like 14 autographs in that one. Super, super excited for that. So might want to set yourself an alarm for 6:58 p.m. Central Standard Time, whatever time that is for you. Make sure that you get the team that you want. Hey, you and I both, Neil. Thank you, brother. And the Cobb, my moderator extraordinaire. Let's see if we can't find you an autograph on our way out this morning. Oh, no. I am very grateful. Thank you so much, Kevin O'Brien. Happy to do so, my man. The burritos can wait. Plenty of time to eat when I die. All right, and we start out with a River Ryan for the Trolley Dodgers. Sammy Basayo for the Baltimore Orioles, and that is an on-card autograph. There you go, Kevin O'Brien. Beautiful. Corey Bader says, have we ever had Parkhurst champions before the NHL? We have, yes. So Parkhurst champions was actually in our very first hockey break. Yes, sir. How about El Mutante, the 17-year-old sensation for San Diego? Leo Dallas DeVries. Josh Hartle. And Dylan Lesko for San Diego. Couple of Padres. There you go, buddy. Let's sleeve and top load that autograph for you, Kevin. That is a wonderful way to see us out this morning. Miss Melody says, Mr. Dalen, just curious if we will ever get more Donruss football fat packs or rack packs. I broke the odds once and I want to try again. Absolutely, my friend. I know Mrs. Junkwax is trying to find more of those. Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. There you go, Kevin O'Brien. Stoked to find an autograph on our way out. What's up, Mikey the Mad Hatter, my brother from another mother, gracing us with his presence on this wonderful Wednesday morning. How we doing, Mikey? All right, Kevin O'Brien, let me put your name on these little bad boys. So, folks, if you were just rolling up in here, you are more than welcome to go check out junkwaxvintage.com and rip something down if you would like. I did call a last call, but I'm very happy to rip if you're just rolling up in the house. Mr. Mikey the Mad Hatter, I hope you're having a wonderful morning, my dude. How we doing? There you go, Cobb. Thank you as always, legend. Miss Melody, you are correct. The El Mutante now plays for the Oakland, or I should say Las Vegas, Athletics. Weird, right? Yep, that's a fact. Dutchie is a very, very happy man because that kid looks like a stud. So they have a very, very exciting young team over there in Las Vegas. Hey, I feel the same way there, Mikey the Mad Hatter. I love the positivity, my brother. As always, it is great to see you this morning, my man. Another OG of the family. It's been here with me since I was ripping packs for 2 and 3 people in the closet. Love you, brother. Mr. Walters, well, top of the morning to you too, you legend. How we doing, buddy? Happy hump morning. And Danny, I love that you found those old emotes, my man. Back from when I had short hair. That's how you know I've been doing this for a while. I have videos where I have like almost a shaved head. It's good stuff. All right, my dear friends, it has been an absolutely magnificent last 2 hours and 3 minutes together. Some quality family time on this wonderful Wednesday morning. I'm refreshing that shop for the last time. And it does look like we have a couple of things up here, and shout out to my fellow veteran, Mr. Cody Simons. Ooh, taking down the Diamondbacks in our PYT logo Fractor. Cannot thank you enough, Cody Simons. And Miles Haney. I see the PSA grading, my brother. Thank you so much for that 1974 Mike Schmidt. Excited to send that one off for you, buddy. Cody Simons, Diamondbacks. Now, as always, my dear friends, we have a wonderful little outro jingle. Enjoy your outro song. And thank you again, Cody Simons. That takes us down to 8 teams remaining there, folks. Astros, Blue Jays, Guardians, Marlins, White Sox, Twinkies, Rockies, and those fighting Phillies. Neil. So we do have a PYT baseball break that is going to go live tonight at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So my best advice is to set yourself an alarm, because what's going to happen is right at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, if you're on junkwaxvintage.com and you're refreshing that page, all of a sudden that break is just going to magically pop up at you. And to make sure that you get the team that you want, I always suggest that people are there right at 7 o'clock, because it does get a little hot and heavy right there at 7, with everybody trying to get in and get their teams. So the reason why we try to post those at 7 o'clock every single time is so people know what to expect, and so you have the best opportunities of getting the team that you want. I try to keep everything as fair as humanly possible, so everybody's on the same playing field. Hope that makes sense. That's right. Thank you, Miss Melody. I appreciate the vouch on that, my dear. Mikey the Mad Hatter. Well, I'm glad you made it through that day, my man. Yeah, I can definitely empathize for that. Kevin O'Brien. Love it, brother. I love it so much. Thank you for the good news there, buddy. And Mr. James Reinhart says, I may have just the thing for the JWV family. Oh, really? Threaten me with a good time, my brother. Good morning, Jason Weddle. Great to see you this morning, my brother. How are you? Happy Wednesday. Hey, right back at you, Mikey the Mad Hatter. I love you, brother. For those of you that don't know, Mr. Mikey the Mad Hatter is another human being that's been with me for years here on this family. And actually, I must give credit where credit is due. He actually called all of this before I did. I didn't think any of this was possible. And Mikey the Mad Hatter was like, bro, you should keep doing this. And you should quit that stupid job. And I did. And I'm glad it worked out that way. Well, I can't say I quit. It was not my choice. But I think everything happens for a reason. So, hey, happy Wednesday to you too, Mr. Weddle. Catching me on my way out this morning, my brother. Big hugs and firm handshakes to you, my good man. Neil, you have a blessed day as well, my brother. And I'm looking forward to seeing you back here. Same junk time, same junk channel. 8 p.m. Central Standard Time tonight. And that break will go live at 7 p.m. And I do think we have a UFC break that is also going live tonight at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So my UFC fans out there, 2025 Topps Chrome UFC, and maybe a little something else. We shall see. All right, folks, as always, on this wonderful Wednesday, before we go, I need you to do me a solid. I need you to do me a favor today. So first and foremost, my dear friends, please be good to yourselves. When you're using that inner monologue, because we all do your best to say nice things to yourself. You got to be your own best cheerleader and try to pump yourself up instead of pushing yourself down with that negative self-talk. So no matter how difficult it might be, because always remember, my friends, your thoughts become your actions. Your actions eventually become your lifestyle over a long period of time. And again, your lifestyle eventually becomes everything. So at the end of the day, folks, it all starts with keeping up here as positive as humanly possible. So please be good to yourselves. Secondly, do your absolute best to practice that attitude of gratitude. Always remember, folks, that your attitude will determine your altitude in this life. So it does not matter how bad you think your day is going. It does not matter how bad you think your life is going. I guarantee you there is hundreds of thousands of other people out there today that are struggling worse. So always remember, my friends, it could always be worse, right? So if you were born in North America, if you've got a car that runs, if you've got a family that loves you and cares about you and trusts you, if you've got healthy children, if you're healthy, if you've got a card community that cares about you and loves you, you definitely have a short list of things to be grateful for, my dear friends. So first and foremost, please be good to yourselves. Secondly, practice that attitude of gratitude. And lastly, my dear friends, do your best to pay forward that golden rule. And I know what you're going to say, but Uncle Junkwax, those other human beings out there, sometimes they suck and they make it really, really hard to try to be kind. Hey, I get it. I totally understand. Unfortunately, my friends, our world, and especially this card hobby that we love so much, at times can be chock full of a-holes. We do not need any more. We're all set in the a-hole department. What we do need is kindness, patience, tolerance, and empathy. And you incredible human beings, you have the power to be the change that you want to see in the world today. I have faith in you. So, no matter how difficult those other human beings make it, do your damnedest. Try to give people a little bit of slack today. Be good to yourself. Be good to the people around you. Practice that attitude of gratitude. And I will see each and every one of you back here tonight at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Love you more, Mikey. Miss Melody. Aw. You were hit me in the feels again, my dear. Thank you so much, Miss Melody. I'm just me, you know? That is my default setting, for better or worse. All right, legends. Enjoy your outro jingle. I'm going to go destroy a couple of Red's breakfast burritos, and I will meet each and every one of you back here in just a few hours. Smoochies! Let's bring it back down, shall we? Hi and bye, Mikey. Good to see you, Mikey 1.
Wrapped up the morning, and the legends came through.
Yes, they did.
Rip those brakes and family rips too. Dalen held it steady and true, and the JWV family shared the view. Mrs. Junkwax sealed the deal, kept it all in line, packing, shipping, running smooth every time.
That's right.
Sawyer's here in Austin, working side by side with the crew behind the scenes, bringing happy pride. Mikey One's been innovation on the way. A surprise is coming soon, just a few weeks away. The morning was
That's right.
electric. Laughs ran deep, and those memories we made are ours to keep. But don't you worry, we ain't gone for long.
No way.
We'll be back tonight at 8 with more breaks and song. Juicy ribs, fresh packs, the laughter won't stop. JWV's rolling, climbing right to the top. So thanks to the legends for making it right. This wonderful Wednesday carried us right from Dalen and the whole JWV crew. We'll see you tonight, bringing fire back to you.
Mr. Amerman. Good morning, my brother. Great to see you. And as always, my dear friends, thank you again for another wonderful Wednesday right here in the front yard.
Did we miss Baywatch?
You know that I'm the cream of the crop.
When I was tasting you, brother, I found you to be not so bad at all.
And I'm inviting you to come see me and to get it straightened out all in one night, yeah.
Oh, my.
After I beat you and satisfy all the Hulkamaniacs, I'm gonna get off by cranking your knob.
Oh, wow.
Unjustifiably in a position that I'd rather not be in.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Come out, Craig. Easy now, fuzzy little man Peach.
I've been arrogant, and I apologize.
I am humble in general.
Oh, my God. I've got the style and profile like never before. Let me go on record as telling the whole world to be the man. You gotta beat the man. And I'm saying, I got that Ric Flair. Woo! I got that Ric Flair.
Come out, Craig.
me, but you cannot take my bunghole. For I have no bunghole. I am the great Cornholio.
Get that corn out of my face!
My friends, my family, you legends that have hung in with me till the very, very end, you already know this entire Wednesday morning, this happy hump morning, from each and every one of you, deserves.
Give me 2 claps and a Ric Flair. Oh, yeah.
This is the coolest thing I have ever seen.
Have a magnificent remainder of your day, my dear friends, and we'll see you back here in just a few hours. Big hugs, firm handshakes all around. Much love and respect. Thank you again for another wonderful Wednesday morning right here in the front yard.